The authority mindset. What is an authority mindset? I'm sure you're super excited to actually start building your brand, and I'm excited to teach you all that I've learned and I've done to create a solid brand for myself and, of course, for clients. But before you take all the practical steps you'll learn in this course, you're really going to have to approach this program with the right mindset. I know you hear mindset all the time. It's so important. It's blah, blah, blah. But truly, if you don't know what's possible, and if you can't envision what it looks like, of like what you're trying to accomplish, it's literally impossible for you to get there, right? So imagine if you were driving from like LA to Las Vegas and you didn't turn on your maps, which is your vision, right? You can't expect to just jump in your car and just follow the stars, right? So I want to introduce to you the authority mindset. Simply put, an authority mindset is a way of thinking where you start seeing yourself as a person of authority. This is your starting point. Many times in the past, I've talked to people who had so many great things happen in their lives. They were extremely talented, their business making huge differences in the world. They had overcome overwhelming challenges in the past, but in their minds, they were still kind of nobodies, right? And so guess what happened? Despite all the success, no one really knew about them and their achievements, right? There's nothing wrong with being low-key and humble, but there's a really thin line between humility and false humility. I've met so many humble people who were massive authorities in their field. Why? Because they had an authority mindset. They didn't self-doubt, self-discount, their skills, abilities, and achievements. It's time that you start doing the same. When I hired my first employee, it was about 5 years ago, right? I was talking to Bradley on a phone call. I'll never forget this call, actually. It was really beneficial. We were messaging on social media, and I had a question. He's like, hey, let's just jump on a quick call. Again, this was like 5 years ago. He wasn't as big as he is now, so it was a little bit easier to get a hold of him. So, we were talking. He's like, how much are you making? And I think at that time I was doing, maybe right around like $100,000 a year or something. And he's like, well, how many employees do you have? I said, well, 0. They're expensive. And he's like, Dylan, you're thinking about employees the wrong way. You see, employees are there to help you make more money, not lose money. And of course, there are certain positions, maybe customer support, which in my opinion, I think that every person of your organization should be a salesperson first, and whatever position they do second. Everyone should have the sales ability, even your customer support department, even, if you have publishers or writers, anyone who ever interacts with your clientele. And every business is different, but I'm just speaking from personal experience. Everybody in my organization is a salesperson first, and then typically something second. Of course, a salesperson is a salesperson first and second, but my publishers, writers, customer service, HR, marketing, everything is sales first, because anytime they're ever interacting with a client, they need to understand the importance of upselling and stuff like that. So I was talking to Brad. He's like, no, what you want to do is hire your first part-time employee, but make sure they're like a salesperson. So every time you're taking a call, Dylan, you have somebody else who can be taking a call, at the same time. And I was like, that's a really good idea. So I started with one, which was my brother at the time. And that went well. A couple weeks after that, his buddy Zach came to visit, me at the house that I was living in. And Zach was bored, and he's like, let me jump on a call. And so I was like, okay, cool. So he was jumping on a call, I was jumping on a call, and my brother was jumping on a call all at the same time. However, again, mindset. Let's bring this all back to center. I had the wrong mindset. One, I thought, I don't know how to train people. If I had employees, I wouldn't really know, what I would do with them or what they would do for me. And I kind of had that poor mindset of, I'm okay with a small little business, still 6 figures a year, but it wasn't ever going to expand to what it is now. And hopefully in the future, expand to something even greater, right? You've got to have the right authority mindset to believe that you can truly become an authority like Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, guys like that. And I've even had the privilege of working with. They kind of operate on this different frequency. They don't think no, they don't think never, they don't think they can't accomplish something. They're very positively driven. And it's like when you're speaking to these people, you can tell they just have a different switch in their brain, right? They have the mindset, the authority mindset. All of people that, world-class celebrities and these famous people and authorities in different industries, they all have this specific authority mindset that allows them to understand that they deserve to be where they are. They're very positive people by nature. And they got there because they had the vision to begin with, and then they followed with actions. So as we lead into the next section, like I said, if you do not have the right authority mindset, the rest of this course isn't going to do anything for you. I don't want you to watch this course and just do the things without thinking it's actually going to come, it's going to come true, or these things really matter. Stay positive. Understand that you can do it. Literally anybody can. And I promise you, by the use of this course on top of, other materials and stuff that I can also give you as well, just ask me. Make sure that you're going in it with the right mindset. And the next step that we're going to get into is, how you can start applying all of this stuff in real life.